KQZ was happening. Hey, fellas, rain nights, get y'all asses in here, man. I need to rap with y'all about something very, very important. Yeah, get y'all asses in here because I need to talk to y'all about y'all asses. Literally. And of course I say that as a heterosexual man. Ladies, y'all can kick it with us fellas. But just so you know, this video is not for you, so you need to sit on the sidelines. Although, ladies, Rainettes, I'm pretty sure that you will most definitely appreciate what I'm about to tell the fellas. Okay, so let me just get right into it. Fellas, listen to me, okay? Oh, by the way, you saw the title of the video. You clicked on it, and I appreciate that, by the way. Oh, before I get started, the scent of the day, our Haramain Amber Oud Gold Edition, smells amazing. This ties into what I'm about to dive into. Alright, yeah. Amber Oud Gold Edition. As you can see, this bottle's pretty much gone. Alright, get you some of this. The ladies can wear this as well as the fellas. Fellas, just letting you know, giving you a heads up. This is a unisex fragrance, but it leans more toward the feminine side because it's very sweet. It's supposed to be a unisex fragrance, but it has a strong sweet smell to it, just so you know. But it smells amazing. It smells amazing. Costs less than $100. Amazon. Our Haramain Amber Oud Gold Edition. Smells great. Alright, but moving on. This ties into what I'm about to dive into. Fellas, I'm going to start this video off by telling you this. You know, I'm a part of a couple of Facebook groups. And in these Facebook groups, every so often, I think one of them is Single AF and the other one is I think Bearded Men and Queens Matter, and another one is Single, so shoot your shot, something like that. But anyway, in these Facebook group, fellas, every so often a question will be asked, will be directed toward women, the ladies, right? And the question will always be along the lines of, ladies, what is a deal breaker when it comes to dealing with a man? What is something that you wish men will work on, or men should be better at handling, you know, when they dealing with a woman? And you know, you get your typical answer. You know, women want men to be more loyal. They don't want a man who cheat. You know, stop lying, tell the truth more, be more consistent. You know, the typical answers that women give when asked this question, right? But fellas, come on now. Some women, not just one or two, but a few women bring up hygiene. Yeah, a deal breaker for these women, as it should be. One of the complaints that they have is men who hygiene ain't on point. Fellas, hygiene. Fellas, this is unacceptable. Unacceptable, fellas. Listen here. Fellas, our hygiene has to be on point and stay on point. All right? This is non-negotiable. This is not up for debate. There is no excuse as to why your hygiene is not on point, especially as a grown man. Now, this is something that you should have had down pat by the time you graduated high school, or around 16, 17, 18 years of age. Really a lot younger than that. But I'll give you until, you know, by the time you graduate high school. All right? By the time you left high school, by the time you reached the age of 18, fellas, your hygiene should have been on point. This should not be an issue for the ladies. Now, fellas, we all know women tend to complain about a lot of things when it comes to men. Hygiene should not be one of them, fellas. It just shouldn't be. All right? No excuse for this, fellas. Our hygiene has to be on point. Now, there's a phrase that's very, very popular amongst black folk. I've never heard of a non-black person using this phrase. Not saying that they don't use it, but there's a very, very popular phrase used amongst us black people. All right? And that phrase is wash your ass. Okay, fellas? You got to wash your ass. But I want to, make a slight adjustment to that phrase, a slight addendum to that phrase. Fellas, you just can't wash your ass. You have to wash your ass thoroughly. Okay? You can wash your ass without washing your ass thoroughly. Fellas, you got to be thorough when it comes to your hygiene. From head to toe. Nobody wants to be around a stanky, funky, nasty mofo. Alright? And this is whether, you dealing with women, you out here dating women or not. Nobody wants to be around a stanky, nasty, funky mofo. Alright, fellas? How can you expect to get a woman when your hygiene ain't on point? Come on, fellas. Come on, fellas. How do you expect to keep a woman when your hygiene ain't on point, fellas? You can't possibly expect a woman to rock with you when your hygiene ain't on point. Alright? And if you fat, such as myself, alright, because I am a fat ass, fat dudes, we especially have to make sure our hygiene is on point. We got extra meat, all over our body. So when you fat, you have to, you have to be extra thorough when we wash our ass. Okay, we got to get in all them cracks, them crevices, all them rolls. You got to get in there, fellas. Fat dudes, we got to get in there. Alright, you got titties, man, titties, moobs, whatever the hell to get. Hey, lift them suckers up. Get up under there, fat dudes. But alright, do what you got to do to make sure that your hygiene is on point, fellas. Fat dudes, especially, because us fat. There's this myth out there that fat people just go around stinking all the time for no reason, and that's some bullshit. At least not over here. My ass stay washed and stay clean, and I always smell good. I smell like the breath of God at all times. Okay, well, maybe not all times, but you get the point I'm trying to make. Fellas, we got to be clean, and if you like me, I just can't be clean. I have to smell clean too. That's why I brought up the fragrance that I'm wearing for the day. But yeah, fellas, you got to wash your ass thoroughly, man. You have to. And make sure you get the hot spots. Now, what are the hot spots? In your ears, behind your ears, your neck, of course up under your arms. Of course, fellas, you got to get the dick and balls, fellas. Be thorough when you handling your dick and balls. Get that smegma off of there. And if you don't know what smegma is, I ain't going to tell you. Google it. Alright? Alright, and get the taint too, fellas. I don't know why folks don't like bringing up the taint. I know, folks don't like talking about it, but you gotta get the taint area, fellas, when you getting your soldier down there right. Alright? How you expect a woman to go down on you and stay down there if you ain't about to right? Hygiene, fellas. Hygiene. We should have this stuff down pat by the time you leave high school. Really, like I say, really sooner than that. But yeah, man, wash your ass, fellas. Get your feet. Yeah, wash your feet. Oh, by the way, there's this soap that's very, very popular amongst black folk. Black folk are always ranting and raving about this particular soap. And it's called Dr. Bronner's. Yeah, get you some of this, fellas. This will get you right. This is the peppermint. Yeah, the peppermint scent. This will get you right. Now, I got this particular scent, but the only reason why I got this bottle, this particular fragrance, or scent rather, is because at the time they didn't have this. This is Dr. Bronner's too, but this is the lavender scent. Alright, I love the smell of lavender. Yes, I know lavender is considered a girly, scent, a girly smell. I do not care. I love the smell of lavender, so I use it. Alright, but yeah. Oh, another thing too. If you know, you know. Fellas, if you decide to get the Dr. Bronner's peppermint fragrance, just so you know, when you wash your ass with this, your asshole is gonna feel like if you know, you know, okay? Because peppermint has a cooling effect on the skin. So just so you know, when you wash your ass with this, fellas, when you washing behind there, when you handling your business, just so you know, this gonna make your ass feel like it's gonna have a cooling effect back there. Just so you know, folks who have this soap know what I'm talking about. But yeah, man, this will get you right. This will get you right. I got about any given time I could have 3 to 5 different soaps in my shower. And do you know I will use every last one of them? But yeah, man, fellas, I don't care what soap you use, but this is pretty good. This will get you right. Got this from Amazon. I think this was about 15, 16 bucks. Dr. Bronner's. Black folk always ranting and raving about this. But fellas, we got to be right about our hygiene. We can't be out here terrorizing women's noses, their olfactory system. Alright, fellas? No. A lot of things women complain about us men, but hygiene should not be one of them, fellas. Alright, brush your teeth. Shouldn't have to tell grown folk this, but brush your teeth. You got to do it, and floss, because I don't know if y'all know this or not. Brushing your teeth is not enough. Alright? It's just not enough. If you floss your teeth, you can, for a lot of people, well, for myself, I can make a whole nother meal with all the stuff that I floss out of my teeth. Yeah, I can make a whole nother meal. So just so you know, brushing your teeth is not enough. When you brush your teeth, fellas, brush the back of your tongue too. That's why your breath be stinking. You got to brush the back of your tongue, fellas. Now, if you are not used to brushing your tongue, especially way in the back of your tongue, fellas, you're gonna gag. Alright? I still gag when I brush the back of my tongue. And every time I start gagging, all I can do is thank all the cutie pie honey dips out there. I appreciate the ladies, if you know what I mean, because I don't see how y'all do it. But moving on, I want to keep this PG-13. But yeah, you got to brush your teeth, fellas. But we got to handle our business, fellas, when it comes to hygiene. Alright, exfoliate. That's another thing too. Exfoliate your skin at least 2 to 3 times a week, fellas. Get you some baking soda. You ain't got to get no special skin exfoliant. You can use baking soda. Baking soda works just fine. And exfoliate your skin, fellas. Yeah, soak your feet too. That's good. It's good to soak your feet, fellas. Get you a nice foot tub. Get you some Epsom salt and some tea tree oil. Yeah, we gotta take care of ourselves, fellas. That's the whole point of this video. We have to take care of ourselves. Alright? If need be, get you a manicure and a pedicure. Now, I know, for the longest time that has been considered something girls do. Fellas, there's nothing girly about getting a manicure or pedicure, alright? It's all about just taking care of yourself. Take care of yourself, fellas. Keep yourself clean. Keep yourself nicely groomed. Get you some smell good. Alright? And when it comes to smell good, I'm glad I thought of this. Fellas, you do not have to spend big money on smell good in order to smell good. Alright? You ain't got to go out here and buy all this Creed Aventus and Bond number 9. You don't take all of that. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money to smell good, fellas. Alright? It don't take all of that. Speaking of Creed, I bought that Creed Aventus last year. Highly, highly, highly overrated. Alright? Now it don't smell bad. It smells pretty good. But for that kind of money, it should smell way better than that. Now, I'm going to wear it now because I spent, you know, good money on that shit. But that Creed Aventus, I don't know about the other Creed, you know, fragrances, but the Creed Aventus, overhyped. I don't see what all the hype is about. Alright, but bottom line is, fellas, we have to take care of ourselves out here. We can't be terrorizing the public because your ass is funky. We just can't do it, fellas. We have to be about the right when we set foot outside of our homes and we be around here in public, especially if you're going to be in the face of a woman, especially if you expect a woman to take you seriously. Now, fellas, wash your ass. Wash your ass thoroughly. Alright? But say, listen, I ain't going to hold y'all up. I just want to give y'all something to think about. I hope I helped y'all out, fellas, and let y'all know what a lot of these women are complaining about. Hygiene. And it's crazy, too, because whenever a woman bring up hygiene on the internet, you know, one of the things that they complain about when it comes to men, I almost always click on their profile to see how old they are. Because, you know, most people, they date within their age range. And a lot of these women are 30, 40, 50 plus years old. So that tells me that there are 30, 40, 50 plus year old men who don't know how to properly wash their ass. Alright? And it's unfortunate because you do have a lot of people out here who just weren't properly taught how to take care of themselves, how to get themselves together when it comes to the, you know, the area of hygiene. But yeah, fellas, we have to keep our hygiene on point at all times. All right, it's never an excuse to be funky, fellas. Oh no, unless you know, you at work, you know, unless you know, doing some rigorous type of work, helping somebody move, or you know, or unless you're doing some good you know, it's okay to get funky when you're alright. But say, listen, but you know, you gotta be right before you start doing that. Okay, fellas, but say, I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I'm gonna let y'all go. Keep your hygiene on point, fellas. Be clean, smell clean. Let's not harass women with a funky ass. But say, listen, I'm gonna let y'all go. If you rock with the video, if you wanna rock with the KQZ brand, like, share, comment, subscribe, follow. Y'all know how the internet works. But yeah, before I let y'all go, I want to remind y'all, put advice, fellas or ladies, on how people can keep their hygiene on point. Alright, but say, I'm gonna let you go. But before I let you go, always remember, you are not incapable, you are not worthless, you definitely aren't powerless. You know what you are? You are.